Today we're going to do some painting on some clay projects. I've experimented on some, and I've already painted a white coat on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and add additional color. I hope everyone's having a really good day today. Hello, welcome in. Glad to see you today. Hello, welcome in. Glad to see you today. So this is some more clay projects from Crayola Air Dry Clay. And we're still using the Fiesta blend of paint from Folk Art. I'm also painting the back at the same time, which may seem kind of silly, but the acrylic dries so quickly that I'll be able to set this down in just a couple seconds. I think covering with white is the way to go. I've had to use less um, paint, less coats. There we go. The word was coming. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up a peach. So we'll use a little bit of orange, which we've already done some painting today, touching up our other ornaments so that's why my palette's dirty. And a little bit of yellow, and then we'll put some white in. And we'll just see where we're at. I'm mixing a little more than I probably need for this particular adventure, but we'll see how it goes. There we go. Again, we probably went a little crazy with the amount, but better to have too much than not enough. We got a little happy, and so we went a little too far into our purple, so We'll just touch that up right quick while we're still wet. And we'll float on. Maybe we'll do a little bit of gray on this one's beard. We'll do some gray and some white together. Hello, welcome in. We're still getting used to this particular camera angle, so excuse me if it looks a little funky. Whoops, we almost made a critical mistake right there. The nice thing about paint is that almost everything is fixable, one way or another. This paint was a little rough the other day, so I'll just make sure it's good and shook up. While we're waiting to paint the back of our gnome, we're just going to paint a traditional red heart. Sometimes simple is best. And we'll do a pink heart just to stay with tradition. And because I have 3, so hello, welcome in. Glad to see you today. We're just painting some clay projects. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Maybe we'll use this nice peach color and make a peach heart. Hate for it to go to waste. Excuse my fingers, kind of hard to stay nice and pretty while you're painting. We'll let that dry there. Yep, Carrie, that's exactly what I do. And hi, how are you? Um, I mold it first, and then it takes about 24 hours, sometimes 36 to dry. And then I paint it, and then I let that dry, and then I do touch ups on it. So it all depends on um, where I'm at in the process. I have several things going now. And after I paint it and do touch ups, then I add the magnets. So that's how that works. Oh, I forgot to paint the back of this guy. We'll go ahead and give this guy a coat on the back. And sometimes with the clay, I paint on it, and then if I'm gonna write something on it, I usually use acrylic or permanent marker sometimes. So I do that also. Sometimes I just write random words on them, and it's really hard to paint words with a paintbrush. So I like to try and do some of that with a marker if I can. But here is how this one has turned out. And the cute little cowboy boot that I made broke. That happens sometimes. This is the cowboy hat that I've been working on, and that's done. This is a hand. And this is another star that's in process. I'm going to have to touch up a couple spots on it. This is a little pinch pot I made, and I have some touching up to do on there. In fact, while I'm sitting here, I might as well do it, since I have red out. There we go. Maybe I'll do purple for I Love My Dog. I think I'm going to do this dog bone purple, and when it dries, I'm going to write I Love My Dog on it. I actually don't have a dog, but that's okay. I know a lot of people really love their pets. So I have a craft show coming up on May 3rd. Yes, it definitely is bouncing us around down here. I think they said 15 knots or something. Yeah, that's about when it started here too. was around 1530, 1600. Oh, the craft show is May 3rd. Apparently, Veronica um, Veronica was invited to showcase some of her wreaths, so I will be doing mainly wreath work for this. And I haven't done wreaths in quite some time, so I'm gonna do some clay things to go on wreaths as opposed to having to buy all fresh ornaments. But yep, just found out about the craft show today. So you are the first to know there, amigo. Don't think I've even told the spouse yet. So it's in Frewsburg, so not sure how popular our stuff's going to be out there. Frewsburg's kind of volatile. Oh, cool. That's nice. Is she doing the cricket? Oh my goodness. The mad scientist in your dungeon. Oh, wow. A lot of people do a lot with the cricket, and it's a valuable machine, but I it's it's expensive, and so I just never entertained the cricket. But that's cool for her. You can do a lot with it. Like personalize things from the other stores, the Stanleys, all that jazz. The Stanley personalization's probably really popular right now. I have a dungeon too. I feel special. Eek. Right always where I pinch. It's basically it's kind of hard to explain. There's this vinyl stuff you put in and it cuts the vinyl, and you can put different backing on the vinyl to make stickers. But there's cutting mat, or there's a lot to it, and there's a lot of different crickets. It's definitely a rabbit hole. Like, you can easily spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. Just one mat, I think, is like 50 or 60 bucks. The machine itself is a couple hundred. But you can get them at the Michaels and stuff on sale for like $179. But there's a cricket maker, cricket joy, cricket press. It's really something. I don't know a heck of a lot about how it works, but A lot of the crafters I watch do it and seem to like it a lot. Perfectly valid form of crafting, just different than what I do. And way out of my budget. She'd do good to put it in or put personalized items as part of Zwick's shop. I can't remember the name of it or I'd shout it out. Favors and gifts. Favors and gifts. He sure does. He's always very good at painting a picture. Of course, us crafty ladies are our own breed of nuts, says me. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button. Well, what did I say about myself earlier today? I said something and I cracked my father up. I called myself a lady of leisure or some weird thing like that. Not that I am by choice, but this is where we've wound up, so might as well enjoy it while we're here. Oh yeah, the wind is whipping. I can hear it through the door. The women's waddle. You said it, I didn't. Although God bless anybody that can do a 5K right now, because God knows I can't. The women's waddle. I feel like I should discourage against that name, but sometimes we do what we must. No, your meteorology reports are in good order on this end. You've yet to be wrong about the weather. Well, Carrie, there's a lot of different things to do. too many hobbies, I think. I need to pick one and stick with it. Okay, so where do you need to dry? You tell me, I don't know. No! Oh, well, mistakes were made. Anybody know what time it is? I have lost complete control of the situation and I have no idea what time it is. Last time I looked, it was around 2000, but that doesn't mean anything. Ah, not bad. I hope the wind doesn't take the tree down. That's not in my 5-year plan. Although, whatever the Lord sees fit is fine with me. And bitter, I had a whole thing of tight bond glue freeze on me at $10 a pop. I could have burned down the town. I was so upset. I thought here in the craft room it's a pretty climate controlled environment, but apparently I was wrong. Butterflies, Mary. You could make butterflies. Just had a thought. First one of the day. Oh, I look atrocious. Oh well. Can't be camera ready all the time. I've fallen behind on my water consumption. You never know it from our end. But that's okay. Oh, Mary, no. Why did we do that? That was a different shade. Warning, warning. The eye colored pencil. Back upon a time I used to not leave my house without the eye colored pencil. I don't know, but I was flipping through shorts and I saw all these little girls who have way more complicated of a skincare routine than I do as an adult, but I didn't take proper precautions with my skin or whatever. I'm just like, yeah. I had an eczema when I was a little girl. That was my skincare. And then the peach scrub stuff that burned the shit out of your skin. Agreed. The makeup installers. Now I get what you mean. Oh god, it can cost you a couple $100 to get your makeup done professionally. If I had money and time, I'd be unstoppable. I would not be going to the makeup installer though. That's a little much. Okay. So here's this. True. Shit, I'm gonna need more of that. You've never had your face painted? Like, do you mean at the fair or at the makeup installer? Good enough. I think I have painted people's faces as a volunteer, and had face paint, but of course I went to the makeup installer and installed my own, but I should have washed my hands first. Oh well. Artisan. I was gonna say, the whole time I've known you, I think you've taken off the beard once. Maybe? I have seen pictures of an event. I have not been alive to witness it myself, however. I haven't had a clean shave in 14 years either. You bitch. Oh, if you could see the mess I just made in my life. Yeah, they're ridiculous. Mary, you didn't plan this at all. Oh well. Mary, put lid back on air dry clay before you destroy it. Yeah, I was using the Harry's one, and A, they don't work very good, and B, they're ridiculously expensive. Wally. Gosh, I haven't thought about Walmart in a while. Them were the days. Ooh, that made the grossest noise ever. Artisan! Shit. No, no, no. That is not fair. I am not able to touch my screen to translate that. I'm going to assume that means oh, I don't know. That must mean it's time for chicken nuggets. Oh, that's right. No nuggets. I have no nuggets at all. The green beans were amazing. I did. I was not on top of things as I usually am. Where does the time go? Okay, that just sucks that I'm doing it again. I am not on top of holidays this year. Okay, I completely just spaced out of my existence. So, friends, I'm going to shut this down probably. And I appreciate y'all dropping in. But I'm going to get cleaned up and see if I can't cause some mischief somewhere else. Have a good day. Bye. Oh, fuck.